What's up, guys? I'm in Toronto, in Canada, and it's freaking cold. This is so much different than being in Nicaragua, where it was warm and I just needed a t-shirt. Now it's even colder than in the East Coast. I guess I'm still on the East Coast, sort of. I'm on the coast of a lake. I got an Airbnb. Costs like $30 a night, something like that. But I can't check in till 7, and that's in like 3 hours. So I've just been kind of wandering around. There's a lot of different cuisines here, which is pretty cool. Like on the same street, there was a place to get biryani and a place to get kimchi. So I got off the bus and then got kimchi stew. That was pretty cool. There's definitely a lot of culture here. But now I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm traveling alone, and traveling alone is like it's better than not traveling at all. But it's definitely pretty lonely. And it's kind of weird being in a city surrounded by people. And then it's hard to break the stranger barrier, right? Like I could interact with people and keep asking people, and it'd take like 20 interactions to get to a point where somebody might actually like hang out with me, right? And the reality is most people are busy. They think you're trying to scam them, that kind of thing. So what I usually do is actually find like a homeless person or something, and then I'll offer to like buy them lunch if they like talk to me, because they're usually pretty willing to talk and share like their stories and what's been going on. I think mostly because they're used to being judged so much, you know. And like also there's been 2 times now at Greyhound stations where like some stranger has started an interaction with me, and it starts off by going, "I just got out of jail," and then I'm like, "Whoa, you must feel emotional, right?" But I listened to this guy tell me about his like life story for like 45 minutes yesterday. It was really interesting, just how willing some people are to just open up. All you got to do is just ask a couple like introductory questions and smile, and then like, man, that's all people need, right? But it is also kind of sad how like we're literally surrounded by people, and yet it's almost like being alone, you know? And like obviously once you know one person, then you can get in with their friends. It's pretty easy to actually meet people as long as you're willing to get rejected like 20 or 30 times before somebody's gonna actually like interact with you and hang out. It also helps a lot if you have another person with you. Honestly, especially if it's a girl, just because like that makes you less intimidating. Some people judge me. I got like tattoos and stuff. I look like a punk. So, you know, sometimes people don't feel safe, I guess. But I don't know. I'm trying to learn how to better interact with it. Like kind of ask random people. At some point, I want to have the courage to be able to make a video like this and then just like tap random people on the shoulder and ask them if they want to tell me about their lives and that kind of thing, you know? But I don't know. That looks pretty cool. Have any of you guys ever been to Toronto? If you have, I'm gonna publish this video like as soon as I finish it. I'm gonna go find some Starbucks to sit in and upload it. But give me some suggestions, stuff to do. Or like icebreakers. I really want to get to a point where I can go into a city and just like get social interactions with strangers and make friends really quickly and have some kind of system down that enables me to do that. Because I know I definitely have the charisma to make it possible, but I still don't always do it. And I think a lot of that has to do with like not feeling lonely enough. Because for so long I was constantly around people all the time, so I didn't really feel like I had to get good at introducing myself to strangers and making sure they feel comfortable and hanging out with them, right? But now I've been lonelier in general. I think this is kind of on purpose. I was spending a lot of time in a house with a bunch of like 2 of my really close friends, and then it was the same area I used to live in Virginia, so I knew a bunch of people. But it kind of felt like I was like dabbling in my past, I guess. I don't know. Like Like, I kind of feel like that group in that area is like, it formed me and shaped me, but it's also why I have some of the weaknesses that I do. And I really want to get better at just interacting with like random people and different cultures and just being able to figure out how to overthrow that initial judgment, you know? And it probably would actually be easier if I was recording a video, because the thing that sketches people out is not knowing why you're trying to interact with them. And most people are used to like being scammed, essentially. So people just constantly tell, like, if somebody like waves you down on the street, they're probably gonna ask you for money or try and sell you drugs or something, you know? So like, it's understandable that people are hesitant. And on one hand, recording like that scares people, that makes them nervous. But at the same time, it gives an excuse to why I'm interacting with them, right? Because, oh, this guy's making a YouTube video, you know? So, I don't know. It definitely would be cool to get to a point where I can just walk into a city and then just make YouTube videos interacting with random people, asking them about their lives, their stories. The thing I've been doing right now is I don't have any gloves and it's cold. And I don't want to buy new gloves because I think that's kind of dumb. So I'm trying to find a thrift store where I can find some used gloves. But I can't use the, I mean, I could use the internet. Like, I could get on my phone at a place with Wi-Fi, right? But then I don't have the interactions with people. So I've been just like confronting people and asking them if they know where a thrift store is. And I've interacted with like 5 different individuals, and not a single one of them was actually from Toronto. So they were just like, we don't know, man. And one of them definitely didn't speak English. She just looked at me and was like, that was pretty funny. And then there's the people who just ignore you completely. Oh man, that's fun. I gotta say, like, interacting with people can be incredibly frustrating. If you lack persistence, oh man, people are real frustrating. But I'm gonna end this video now. Try and find some gloves, and then I'm gonna go find some guy who will actually talk to me. Probably there's actually, I've seen like 5 or 6 homeless people here. So I'm sure at least one of them would be willing to sit down with me and talk to me if I buy them like lunch, that kind of thing. But yeah, all right guys, tomorrow's the Udemy conference, so on Saturday probably I'll do a video summarizing what I learned from that. I might make a video there. It depends if I meet some interesting people. I want to include them in a video. Depends what's going on. I'll almost certainly make at least a short video showing what it's like. But yeah, all right guys, see you next time. Ciao.